One, two, three, four.
Hello, I'm David Snowden with my co-host Alicia Weddington, and we are here at the traditional Christmas theme for this year's 2008 McMinnville City Christmas Parade. Alicia, welcome today.
Thank you, David. It's great to be here. Nice blustery afternoon.
Looks like we've got about 70 entries or so today, and the temperature is going to be in the mid-30s. It's a little cool out today. A lot of folks are bundled up. When I left the house this morning, my wife asked if I were really taking my top coat, and I'm sure glad I did, and a scarf to match.
Absolutely. My hat and scarf and gloves feel very well today.
Look at all the folks out here that are bundled up. There's some elves already. We've already spotted some elves, and looks like we've got some kids warming up, trying to stay warm. Let's see what we've got. Hey, look, Alicia, it looks like the parade is coming. They're moving toward us. We've got the men in blue headed our way. Looks like we've got the McMinnville City Police Department and perhaps the county coming toward us. I can't really make it out from here. It looks like they're headed our way, and I think this parade is off to a great start, and here we go. Who do we have coming up here? It looks like, I can't make it out. It looks like we might have our Chief of Police, Charlie Sewell, with us. He's coming up, absolutely.
Looks good, and we are following Police Chief Sewell. We have the Warren County ROTC.
Let's see here, that's exactly right. You know, I tell you what, he's done a great job as our new Chief of Police, and got a lot of programs implemented. I've been seeing commercials with all the safety tips on Community Insider, and our hats off to these men and women who protect and serve the good citizens of Warren County and McMinnville City as well.
Absolutely. I might put in a quick plug for the Citizens Police Academy. I just finished up that program and would certainly recommend that for anyone who wants to get a better insight into the way our police department works.
Absolutely. Our hats are off to these young men and women here. It looks like the Warren County's Junior ROTC program, and we salute all of our men and women in uniform that are serving our country and giving us the right to freedoms that we have here in America, and our hats are off to them as well. I don't know who we have coming up here next. We've got a guard unit, I believe, that's coming up. It looks like we might have some more ROTC individuals moving through here.
Oh, and look who we have next. We have Mayor and Mrs. Rome.
That's exactly right. We're going to start out our new year with Mayor-elect Norman Rome, newly elected mayor, we should say. He and his wife. Look like they're staying warm in that convertible. Who's coming up here next? That's the County Executive John Pelham, his wife.
His wife Rhonda, yes. And I believe we have the EMS.
Members of the Warren County Rescue Squad coming up. You know, Alicia, these guys, they do such a tremendous job collecting toys for kids, and every night they've been busy collecting toys from different civic organizations. I was at a meeting the other night at a Christmas party, and we brought in a bunch of toys, and they came by and collected. These guys do a great job collecting toys for kids this time of year.
Absolutely, David. They do offer a service much needed and very much appreciated in our community.
Well, we certainly don't want to take them for granted. We want to say thank you for all of the hard work that they do and their response efforts to emergency situations and caring about the kids in our community. We're certainly thankful for that. Who do we have coming up here next, Alicia?
Looks like we have the City Fire Department carrying Cub Scout Pack 888,
Looks like
the
Pack-
First United Methodist Church.
Pack 888, and boy, they look like they're having a good time. And then we've got the Minville Electric System. There's their CEO, Rodney Boyden. Looks like his wife, Debbie, is up in there. I wonder if they're going to extend that up today. Hello, Rodney. Hello, Debbie.
We've got a good little perch there. I wonder if they have a space heater or something in there with them.
Who do we have coming up here next? It looks like we've got River Park Hospital coming by.
Nice float from River Park. Merry Christmas from River Park Hospital.
Well, she's got the best seat in the house. Did you see that? She's sitting in a recliner. You can't beat that. Well, we've got some dogs coming up through here. I don't know who we have coming up here, Alicia. It looks like we have a Sparta Street window tint and detail, according to my paperwork.
I believe this business is called Professional Tint and Detail.
Oh, they're located over on Sparta Street. I think I've seen them out there before working hard. And
I believe you're right.
hey, Alicia, that sure would make a good Christmas present. So hint, hint, nod, nod, if you haven't bought my Christmas present yet. Hey, look here, we've got some Clydesdale horses. This is Deemer Barnes, and he's got an old Wells Fargo coach coming. It looks like he's got a thing. What's it say, Alicia?
Come Home for Christmas.
All right.
That's a great production of an old Wells Fargo stagecoach pulled by, is that?
Deemer Barnes, and he's got some Clydesdale horses out there.
That's great.
It goes to Eastside Royal Court, and that's a horse-drawn coach driven by Gerald Grissom. They're coming through. We've got some folks coming through here. Looks like we might have the Pearls of Christ. Pearls of Christ, that's located down in Irving College, and they're coming through. They've got some dancers coming through, and they're passing out lots of candy. Look at that little fellow there, why don't you? Everybody, all these kids are having a great time, aren't they?
Absolutely they are. Oh, we have a car here with a little snow on it.
I knew it was cold. I didn't realize we'd already had snow.
I believe that's Orchard View Apartments, Stacy Watts.
Well, and here comes Ronnie and Renee Wilson. He's driving his 1957 Ford Ranchero. Boy, that's a nice looking vehicle, isn't it?
Certainly festive with the adornment that he has on the car.
Yeah, hello, Ronnie. Hello,
good
Renee.
afternoon.
And here's Keith Bolton. He's driving a vintage Camaro Super Sport. There's
His wife, Kathy.
Keith and Kathy. Wonder if he had that car painted just for this occasion.
Certainly is a nice festive red color, isn't it?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I like it. Let's see, we've got the Girl Scouts troop. Was that
656.
Santa's Surprise.
Float with lots of little elves.
I notice they're all bundled up, and it seems like it's gotten a little colder since we've been here, Lucia.
I believe you're right. The wind is very blustery today.
You can see that little girl's red nose. She's in red cheeks, and there's mama bundling up the baby. It's gotten just a little bit colder. And now would be a good time for some hot chocolate and some hot apple cider that you had mentioned earlier.
Sounds good. Here we have, I believe this is the Jesus Pentecostal Church with a float entitled, The Greatest Gift is Love. It's a nice reproduction of a log cabin.
Well, look, here's another Camaro coming through. Well, these sure are some nice vehicles, aren't they?
Absolutely. That would be an excellent Christmas present, wouldn't it?
We've got the Irving College junior varsity cheerleaders.
That's a very festive float with a gingerbread house and a tree and a snowman.
You know, Alicia, there's a lot of hard work and a lot of detail that goes into these floats, and you can see that's represented right there, can't you?
Absolutely. They put a lot of work into that float.
Who did we have there?
We have Eastside School, Daisy Girl Scouts Troop.
The Junior Auxiliaries, Madison Taylor and Alina Holder, and we've got the Security Federal Savings Bank. They're coming through with a float representing the North Pole and snowmen and sleigh and lots more elves.
That's a great float. We appreciate these folks taking the time to put these floats together and participate in our local Christmas parade.
Absolutely. Now these folks are all the way from Sparta, Tennessee. These individuals come down. This is the Neon Stage. And I'm not really certain what they do, but it looks like they've got Well, you can buy tickets and T-shirts here, so we certainly thank our friends coming down from Sparta, Tennessee.
Absolutely. It's very colorful, isn't it?
Absolutely. Getting ready for this Christmas season.
And here we have coming up McMinnville Christmas Past. These are characters from our McMinnville Warren County Past, and this is the Warren County Heritage Alliance group and friends and volunteers. We have Jimmy Haley there, Carla King.
There's Bruce Atnip. I see Bruce over there.
Carol Neal.
And look here, we've got a Dottie West impersonator.
Absolutely. Keeping Miss Dottie West's memory alive and well in Warren County.
I just wonder how cold they are. I wonder if they're as old as we are, cruising along. You know, they're in these convertibles. These folks bring out the convertibles for these Christmas parades. They're not as cold as we are.
Here next we have Freedom Missionary Baptist Church with the float of greenery. Well wishes, spreading some Christmas cheer in the parade today.
Well, and it's all about the kids. You gotta love these kids coming through. They're passing out candy and waving to everybody. Hello, kids. Well, and at least that's what it's all about. It's always about the kids.
It certainly is. Here's Tree City Trash wishing the community a Merry Christmas.
That's why I've told my wife I never want to grow up. I want to be just like this little fella right here and get lots of candy and Christmas presents this year. Who do we have next coming here? Looks like Pioneer Community Church.
We do, and their float is entitled Joy to the World.
They've got a globe, and it looks like they've got several different flags on their float, perhaps representing the different countries of the world. Looks like
our hope for peace throughout the planet.
Yeah, there's some more flags we got coming up here, and look, they got some angels on there too.
Next we have Pioneer Community Church still with, wait, is that a Hummer, David?
I think that's right, and it looks like they've got a nativity scene on there. Well, that's a nicely decorated float coming through here. That is nice.
It certainly is. You can tell they put some work into this one.
All these folks coming through makes my arm tired of just watching them come through wave.
Next up we have Cub Scout pack number 172.
Looks like they have a cedar tree, is that right? Looks like they've got a neatly decorated tree, and that's pack 172 is coming through. They're passing out candy. Hello, guys. They're passing out candy to all the boys and girls down through here. And like I said, I want to stay a kid at heart so I can get some of that candy.
Absolutely.
There's our friend Bill Zeckman in his old kit car. Looks like a old Mercedes, and I'll talk to Bill today. Thank you, Bill. Hey, Bill.
Very festive with the wreath on the front of his car. Next we had some young champions there on foot, and now we are at the Junior Auxiliary's little sister, Marissa Chapman.
Oh, here we go. Right here comes the DLTV float, the Polar Express, and there was Gary England. And one look at that.
Isn't that something? What a great float.
The magic of Christmas lies within your heart. Well, that right there
Polar
is a
Express.
Nice float. Who's that on the back of that? Well, that was a neat, really neat float. There's Caitlin McClain, another pageant winner. And looks like we've got coming up here, I think, hard to tell from my vantage point, but it appears to be the Warren County High School Key Club.
I believe you're right. We got a float with a Christmas tree, fireplace, very festive. Look at all the reindeer ears we see coming down the street.
It looks like a basset hound or a beagle hot on the trail of Christmas, and it's here, it's here. All right, Alicia, who's coming up next here?
I believe we have, this entry is from Cash and Dash. We thank them for decorating up the truck and coming out to join us today.
Well, I'd say they're offering money to people that need it, you think?
Absolutely.
Covenant Academy, and they've got, what's coming up here, they've got, I see a reindeer. They might have Rudolph with them today.
Oh, I believe that is Rudolph.
And there's a snowman on the back of their float as well.
I believe their float is entitled Let It Snow. We're all wishing for a little snow and a white Christmas this year.
Always. Hello, kids. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That's a nice tissue paper snowman they have there on the back.
A lot of hard work. Here's a 1987 Chevrolet, a factory original coming through.
I believe this belongs to Mr. Leonard Clemens.
Mr. Clemens, that sure is a nice looking truck you have there. Who do we have coming through here now?
Now coming up, we have Mellow Mood Day Spa. Mellow Mood is a new business here in town located on North Chancery Street. Ms. Amanda Morris is the owner of that business. And David, that might be a good place to get a Christmas gift for your wife.
That's exactly right. And I can drive there listening to the tunes on 105.3, one of my favorite radio stations here in McMinnville. Got Pack 902. They got some little elves and Santa's helpers on there with reindeer and a tree. And
absolutely, Santa's Workshop. And I believe this one is sponsored by Tim's Motors.
They're getting busy. Here's another convertible. It looks like Melanie Rush coming through, the 2008 Warren County Princess, and she's in a car sponsored by Ed Rogers Chevrolet.
In C12, we have Smart Assembly of God. We have a trailer full of children here wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
Well, they got a bunch of kids on there, don't they?
Do lots of hats and scarves on that trailer today. David, look who's coming up. The Red Hat Rockers.
Red Hat Rockers. Hello, ladies.
Always festive group of ladies.
Well, these ladies right here are some of the youngest we have in our parade today, and that's what I was talking about. Always been a kid at heart. Here's a Mercedes, nice Mercedes convertible. And
this is Tess Fryer, the Bicentennial Princess.
One of our pageant winners coming through.
And here we have Miss Warren County, Olivia Majors, riding in a beautiful red Mazda Miata. Here we have a Dodge Ram Hickory Creek Hawks with the Hawk mascot. He looks very warm today, doesn't he?
I was just sitting here thinking, pardon my lapse, but at least I was just sitting here thinking, I think I probably wouldn't mind being inside that costume today.
Today's a good day for wearing costumes.
Absolutely. We've got First National Bank coming up with a gingerbread house, and that's a nicely decorated float right here.
Tommy T on the back. A lot of work went into that.
And all the gumdrops and the candy and
sugar plums and gingerbread. Boy and girl, I presume.
Well, we can say gingerbread people and we'll be politically correct.
Thank you for correcting me on that one.
Here's a 1929 Chevrolet owned by Frank Bond coming through. This must have been a deluxe model because instead of it being black, it actually had a color choice, and it's green, getting ready for the Christmas season.
Absolutely adorned with red ribbons and bows.
Well, I thought for a second Santa Claus was driving that.
Next we have Friendship Baptist Church with the float. Same story, different time.
A young man braving the weather today with a short sleeve shirt on. Whew! Makes me cold just looking.
And they have a manger on the back of their float here. Lots of children. Nice entry.
Here comes some mules, and this is the pet shop coming here.
We have a mule-drawn wagon, very festive, followed by some folks walking their pets.
Notice there were some more animals coming up in behind there. Looked like somebody had their dogs with them, and one wasn't walking, but one's actually in a stroller.
We have a pet carriage.
Now, see, that's the way to travel through a parade right there. It sure beats walking. Here comes the Centertown United Methodist Church, and they've got a message to deliver to everybody at the parade today, and here's looks like an envelope from God to you. It says, good tidings of great joy to all people. It's a nice float.
It is a nice float. It's very, very unique, a replica of a Christmas card.
Oh, here's one of my favorites. I'm a Volkswagen lover, and here's Herbie, 1974 Volkswagen Bug.
I believe that particular vehicle belongs to Mr. Ronnie Perry.
we've got the Warren County Middle School. Is this the? Oh,
This
wait a
is
second.
I believe this is the Midway CIC float.
I'm getting ahead of myself here. They're moving through fast today, Alicia. The Midway CIC. We've got a fireplace so that you know they're staying warm. Now we've got Covenant Fellowship and a host of angels coming through.
Look at all those beautiful angels. What a nice float. They've really spent some time on that.
They got some shepherds look like. Well, boy, they do have a host of angels. Hark the herald angels sing is the theme of their float.
Very well represented.
All right, now you'll have to excuse me. My tongue was covering my eye teeth and I couldn't see what I was saying. Now here's the Warren County Middle School Science Club coming through here, and it looks like Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, but they're going to get to the bottom of it.
We have a crime scene investigation here with Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Very unique entry. Very humorous. Good job, guys.
Star 107 coming through. Middle Tennessee's best variety. I couldn't tell who's driving. Can you make who? Let's see who we've got there coming on here. That's our friend Brian Kale from Star 107.
Coming up, we have Irving College Elementary, the Tigers, the Irving College Tigers, the basketball players, and the cheerleaders.
Boy, they got a bunch on there today. Hello, guys.
Go Tigers!
They've got a fireplace. Everybody had the right idea today, Alicia. About every float coming through has a fireplace. I think even one of the nativity scenes had a fireplace on it.
Today is an excellent day for a fireplace.
Here's the 2008 Little Mr. and Miss Warren County and the 2008 Dairy Princess, Miss Alyssa Ledbetter.
Well, they look cold today, don't they? Beautiful, but cold.
Smiles are permanently frozen on their face.
Next we have NHC float. Families are the tradition of Christmas. Nice
Howdy,
float.
folks. He's telling us hats off to us. He's commending us for being out here in this cold weather. And we got Kenneth Kirby back to back. Alicia, I didn't know if this truck was coming or going.
I'm not sure.
Looks like we've got the Warren County Kubota dealership coming up. They just recently changed locations. They're now out in the Mount Leo area. And all the little reindeer leading the way. See, I think Santa Claus could get around better using one of those Kubotas than he could a sleigh. Maybe a little more horsepower.
Here we have a couple of trail riders on horseback.
Centertown, Pack 308. We've got more Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts than I've ever seen in my life in one place.
The Scouts are well represented here today.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there were any cookies being sold, I'd be in line to buy some.
I believe that comes around again in January, if my memory serves me correctly.
Well, it'll still be cold then.
Here we have little fairest of the fair, Grace Rains. Doesn't she look cute? Cold.
There's that permanent smile. It's just cold.
Here we have another Girl Scout troop. 804.
804, here they come. Girl Scout Troop 804, and right behind them, look coming here, it's a 1901 electric car. For those people that are looking to save money on gas, right here is the way to go.
There you have it, the horseless carriage, as it were.
Right here comes some more Happy Hatters from the Red Hat Society.
They're all decked out in reindeer attire. Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. Looking good.
I don't know if their nose is that cold or are they acting like Rudolph. Here some puppeteers. Might be too cold for puppets today. What do we have next, Alicia?
We have, coming up next, I believe this is the McMinnville JCs. We have look at the dog with the reindeer ears on. We have a big snow globe on this float.
Well, there's a lot of work goes into these floats. Right here's another prime example of it.
Look at all the greenery.
fellow may be a little camera shy.
JCs are always good to participate in everything that goes on in the community. Thanks for taking the time to put the float together.
We have a vehicle coming through. Looks like a lowrider with hydraulics on it and a blue Chevrolet. Boy, these are some nice vehicles, let me just tell you.
I believe these vehicles are representing Common Bonds.
Here comes a vehicle coming through. He's showing off that nice engine under the hood of this Nova, it looks like. I'm not sure if that's an Elf or if that's is that an Elf?
I believe that's an Elf.
Oh, we got some more kids coming through here, and you know, like I said, Alicia, early on, this thing is always about the kids. And we are certainly thankful for all the parents that brought their kids out today to see the parade and gather up all the candy and just come down to downtown McMinnville and have a good time here.
And this is turning out to be a fantastic parade today. This is one of the largest parades I remember us having in quite some time.
I think you're right. Coming up, we've got Locust Street Church of God. I think they're coming up. Looks like they have another live nativity scene coming up. This will turn out to be a beautiful day, and even though it's cold, we don't have any snow and we don't have any rain. So I'd say come Monday, we might have a lot of folks that have colds. They've caught a cold at the Christmas parade, not just candy.
Yes.
That is Locust Street Church of God, and they do have a nativity scene there. Looks like they have some scripture behind it.
And here coming up next, we have Warren County Fairest of the Fair, Miss Victoria Woods.
Right behind her, carrying their flags, are the Pioneerettes.
They look very cold today, don't they, David?
Yeah, they certainly do. I'm wondering, top coats, gloves, earmuffs maybe.
I believe they tolerate the cold a little bit easier than you and I do.
I guarantee you, it might have something to do with me getting older. We've got the Warren County High School band coming up behind them, and they always do a great job. You know, my hat's off to Dwayne Farnham. He's doing a great job with the kids there, and boy, they're sounding good today.
Certainly are.
Hey, look, coming here, we've got the main attraction coming here. It looks like Santa Claus is coming. It looks like he might have a helper, Alicia.
I think he does. This is Kevin Lawrence, Fire Chief, driving a vintage fire truck, accompanied by Mrs. Claus. And look on the back.
There's Andy Dunn.
Yeah, little elf, Andy Dunn, helping out Santa.
Well, Alicia, this looks like this is the end of our 2008 Christmas parade. And we'd like to say thank you to BLTV, and this program was brought to you today by them. It's been a cold day, and Alicia, I want to say thank you for coming out and weathering the storm. Thank you for coming out to help me with this Christmas parade today.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Well, hey, listen, we also want to say thanks to Kelvin Bond and Mark Gribble, and Merry Christmas, everybody. God
Merry
bless.
Christmas.